I think what we saw this weekend is a testament to Rob's writing, that even without having a full knowledge even of where the plot goes, where the play takes us, these characters were so real. We're here at the very first table read. We've assembled the finest crew and the finest cast that exists in the universe for Cold Stun. And today's the day that everybody has their binders, and we're going to go around the table and we're going to hear the script with the actual actors who will be bringing it to life.
To me, I think one of the most important things is, since there are only 4 of us as cast members, developing the real chemistry and electricity amongst the members to bring the drama out of the script is going to be, I think, of paramount importance.
And I'm excited about doing something that no one has ever seen before, and it's going to be our interpretation as well as Rob's interpretation of what this is all about.
But I fell in love with the audition pieces, and with each piece of the script I fell in love with it more and more. So I'm so thrilled to have the entire script in my grubby little hands and to get started, and thrilled to meet everybody, and thrilled for Rob and what could this potentially be for him.
I'm just kind of excited to jump into a more serious role and to do some more dramatic acting, and I'm excited that it is an original role, and that I can kind of play with it and make it my own.
I saw the read-through of the one act a year ago, and I was so impressed with this new play by an emerging playwright who I knew, that really kept me engrossed and wondering what's going on, what's happening next. And then I listened to Sarah talk about her interpretation and all of the symbolism she was seeing, and how she was giving the actors, I'm sorry guys, homework assignments to understand their characters and the play better. And I thought, I really want to be involved in this show.
Dramaturgy is really important because there are no other productions to compare it to. So what I provide to the cast, crew, and designers is a glimpse of what life was like on Cape Cod when I wrote this, what life is like for anyone living on Cape Cod, including the characters of this play, what my inspiration was for writing the play, what I based on real things and what I based on were fiction. I also think dramaturgy is really helpful to learn about the world of these people. And it's everything from geography to very basic things like where do they shop? How long does it take to get to certain things? Now, to give these actors and designers and directors some perspective as to the isolation that these characters are beginning to descend into as they head into the off season. So I had always wanted to write a play set in Provincetown, and then once the idea for this play presented itself and it sort of came to me, I thought, this is it, it's being set in P-Town, and I set it in the cottages.
February of 2018, I was able to direct Rob's staged reading at Town and Country as part of our signature series of Cold Stun, and it had an incredible reception. Everybody was really interested in listening to it and just hearing the words and the really unique characters coming to life just by standing in a music stand. It was clear that this was something that had life if we could bring the characters actually out onto a stage and give them the full treatment that they deserved.
This show is very interesting in that the concept has a lot of things going on on the stage, and would probably be better in a standard proscenium theater, but that's not what Town and Country is. We're kind of a semi-theater in the round, and we're trying to fit a lot of interesting space in different venues in a small space.
We're a couple of weeks in on rehearsals. We're almost off book, and we have been interacting for significant blocking so far. And as we do, my character is taking shape tremendously as he gets to interact with the 3 women in his world: his mom, his new acquaintance, and his darling ex-wife.
Everything's taking shape nicely. As the chemistry builds for the cast, things are coming together magnificently.
I love that as everybody else is saying, that I'm the first Erin cook, and that we can bring to life this brand new play and put our own spin, and we're not copying anybody else's work, that this is the first time, and it's just so exciting to bring the show to fruition.
Right now with the character, I'm trying to find her through music, actually. So on my way to work, I listen to my iPod on shuffle, and I'm trying to find music that captures her and inspires me. And
So at this point, it's called Struggle with Lines Times. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm working on the lines, hopefully to get them down, so that I can really start acting, start thinking about what I'm saying instead of just saying a line. And that's sort of the middle part of a rehearsal scheme for me. Learn the blocking, learn the lines, put the two together, and you have a character. At the very beginning, it was very difficult to understand what exactly we were doing, but as we've been rehearsing and going over and over, we find different nuances, different ideas and ways to promote these characters, to make them a little bit more likable than they were the first time I read them.
Yeah, she's actually a little bit more playful than I thought she was going to be when I first started. I started playing her really depressing, like I was so sad playing her, but really she's just full of life. And she's also so much like Randall. She's like the younger female version of him.
And I've learned that she's just as broken as the rest of the Cook family, that she's just had her heart broken, and she, it's been really fun to like watch her grow, and I personally love the fact that I'm delivering lines very differently than I did in those early rehearsals because Erin has changed so much.
My character on his surface is kind of a weakling. He's under his mother's thumb. He was kind of coward to his ex-wife. But in the end, he ends up being the strongest character of all, which is really interesting because he's the only one who has really the fortitude to escape the kind of dead-end life that they're all experiencing on the Cape.
But I love when Randall says that it gets better.
Randy Cook was no sailor. He was a dirt poor Portuguese fisherman who was dumb enough to get swept out to sea.
All because they don't know when to leave.
Who the fuck is Laurence is right up there with a favorite. And exciting.
Fun.
Fascinating.
Exhausting.